Hi guys, and welcome to Freckle Finance. Today my video is on one of the ways that I'm saving money while moving internationally. First of all, I want to say that we were pretty sure for the past few weeks that we were going to be moving to California, and so I have been preparing and figuring out ways to save money. And one of the biggest things is we're not really sure what food we can bring, and we're certain that we can't bring freezer food because it's not going to be able to travel, as I believe it would be about a 3-day drive for the movers. And so I am trying to use up all the food we have in our house as much as I possibly can so that we have to move the least amount of food. And this is quite the coordination, and I've been working on it for a few weeks. So my cupboards are getting more bare, my freezer is pretty good, and I am going to show you guys and maybe explain with my pantry and cupboard and freezer kind of what I'm talking about and how I'm coming up with the food plan. So unfortunately I don't have a before photo or shot or anything of what this looked like, but this was jam-packed to the point where sometimes it was hard to open up. So I have made quite a lot of progress, and some of these things are stuff that I eat easily every week in a week. But so I've been making lots. We have like a ton of rice left, so I've been focusing a lot on meals with rice in it. We are very low on canned foods. One of them is peaches, so I'm just gonna eat that as a snack. Sweetened condensed milk, and we also got Nutella. If anyone doesn't know, Nutella popsicles, great way to use that stuff up. And I'm going to make a mushroom soup chicken dish. I don't know what it's called, I just screw up with it. I'm not super concerned. I don't think I'm going to be able to use up all the beans, so hopefully we'll either be able to ship them or otherwise. At least beans aren't very expensive, and I know rice isn't expensive either, but it's a lot more expensive here than beans are. And we've almost gotten rid of all of our pasta, which is great. So oils, unfortunately, I don't think we'll be able to finish that, but as you can see, we're clearing out and we're getting stuff, and it's impossible to get rid of everything, but I think we're making a pretty good progress on this. If we just come down below, this is actually my baking pantry area. It's separate from everything else. And believe it or not, I've actually used a lot of stuff in here. The other day I made brownies, and this bag, and I had another thing massive of chocolate, and I'm like, what's a better way when you're stressed out about moving internationally than why don't you make some brownies? And so for oats, I'm going to be making lots of overnight oats to try to get rid of it. I've got this entire bag of almonds. I'm not going to be able to use it all, but I'm thinking of maybe making some homemade granola for it. As well, anything that we can't move or that would be difficult to move, we are going to find friends or whatever to take it, and hopefully they'll be really happy and appreciative about that. As well, I don't know, I'm really hoping I can take my spices because I haven't counted it, but I wouldn't be surprised if I have over 30 spices, and that would be really awesome if I was able to take those. Sorry, I'm staring at my spices lovingly, and I'm going to be so sad to have to replace them. This is just a portion of the spices. I can show you, this is a huge mess. But I've got a container of more spices, and there's literally just a mess of spices coming out of this cupboard here. Hopefully my next place has a bigger kitchen so I can accommodate all my spices. I'm looking at my husband right now being like, yeah, bigger kitchen. So the fridge is nothing really exciting. It's not that empty right now, but I just did groceries for the week, so it's actually fairly empty considering that, because if we run out of something, we're running out of it. And actually, as an example, I have a bunch of, I can't find it. So I still have quite a bit of maple syrup left, you know, the Canadian version of gold. So I've been making, so I'm planning on making some more maple pork to help use this up, because obviously this is really expensive and I love maple syrup and I'm a true Canadian for it, right everyone? And this is actually maple pork right here. We're gonna eat it tonight for dinner. But coming on to the freezer, hopefully you can see this, but it's kind of dark and dank, and it's actually pretty empty looking for an extremely small freezer. And sorry guys, I haven't cleaned any of this because I figure we're moving soon. Might as well just wait to clean it. But so we're getting pretty low on stock. There's some vegetables, and so I've been basically looking, when it came to the freezer, I just looked at pretty much what was in the freezer and how can I use it, because freezer stuff absolutely will not be able to be moved. And even just getting it to a friend's house, a lot of our friends don't live too close. It might not be safe traveling for them. So The ultimate was getting that. We have all of our meat products are going to be used up this week, so that's great, although we're not moving this week, so I'll have to buy more. And that's kind of my plan for the pantry and using up food stuff. If anything was not clear, definitely let me know down in the comments below. So this has definitely been the most difficult food planning I have had to do ever, because I'm trying to come up with, well, maybe swap out this for this, and literally the objective is to get rid of everything. Oftentimes when I food plan, I'm thinking more about flavors and I follow a recipe, and right now I'm kind of making up my own recipes and altering as much as I can to get rid of everything. If you haven't already, make sure you click that subscribe button below so you can follow my international moving journey. And remember, no matter what your financial situation is, make sure to have a great day. Bye.